get started. Good evening, everyone. Everyone connected with BSA folks. Welcome to a night of celebration. That's got to be the key word that runs through everyone tonight. And absolutely focused on all the boys up at that top table. Not that long ago, a couple of months ago, Christmas night out, we spoke about, obviously, the vehicle is always most definitely football, and it will always be around the team that sits up there. And we also mentioned the two most important things will always be the people and togetherness of those people. And we acknowledge and appreciate that that's been tested a few times over the course of a season. And that's normal. Football's an emotional sport. But on behalf of Billy and myself, we genuinely thank each and every player and each and every parent for allowing the fun this season. Thanks very much. And I'm sure most of you, not all of you, but most of you know the story about how this team came about. A chance meeting in Aldi, or the best deals happen in Aldi. Should I say Martin Spencer? A handshake in the middle of Aldi, and here we are, still on one piece, just about after a memorable and successful season together. There'll be lots to celebrate tonight, lots of people to recognise, and rightly so. But there's one thing that perhaps me and Billy have overlooked in the year that's passed. And the first recognition is for two boys that weren't enjoying their football elsewhere. And the two boys got easily drifted from the game, falling in love with the sport, and had either one of them chucked it, which they were both quite close to doing. And it's only the fact that they didn't that actually how this all came about. So, without them dusting themselves off and going again at it, none of this kind of happens. Certainly not the way it has happened. Or played out, that's for sure. So, if we could start with a round of applause for Callum Law and Jamie Frew. Both with great seasons, back enjoying their football, and we're proud of them as coaches and as fathers, so well done, boys. Tonight there's going to be a presentation for every player, and a thank you from us for their hard work, their commitment, their dedication to us, to the team, and to their fellow teammates, as well as the main individual prizes that are most certainly well deserved as well. And then we'll go on with what we're really good at, which we proved in Belgium. No tire, no party. I also need to tell you that there's no ex-pros here tonight. A few that we could have had along for the boys are on holiday, and one asked for 250 quid to be here, so he get told to run it. So we would rather spend that money on the boys. So, without further ado, we'll go through the boys. Obviously there's holidays involved as well, and unfortunately the first person to hear tonight, but we would still like to celebrate and recognise the safest pair of hands in Lanarkshire together for Fraser Johnson. Fraser's a family wedding tonight down south. Then, if we could all celebrate a lad who never moans, well, no it is, I don't know what he's like in the house, but he plays anywhere we ask him, he throws himself into everything. If we could celebrate, and a round of applause for Callum Stewart, please.
Well done, Cal.
Again, unfortunately, the next lad can't be here with us tonight. He's on holiday, I think he's actually due back in the morning. But can we please have a round of applause for Harris Campbell? Next up, it has been fantastic to watch this lad go from where he was in terms of not enjoying his football to where he is now. He almost feels like one of my own, like a son to me. Jamie Through. And the next player really has been a sensation and an absolute joy to coach. Every session, every match day. Please celebrate the one and only Jacob Hill. Next up is a lad who I've known since he was a pup. To see how far he's come and stepped up into over the last 12 months has been again an absolute pleasure to watch and a personal highlight of mine. Please celebrate Callum Vaughn. What can I say about the next player that hasn't already been said? I've said to him on more than one occasion this season that he's got the whole world at his feet. The captain, the skipper, please celebrate Cammy Yap. The next player deserves so much credit for his appetite and desire for the game. He's had a great season, goals and assists galore. Always goes noticed that he's the first to help the coaches, I may add as well. Can we please have a round of applause and a celebration for Cameron McCaskill. The next player and lad has been nothing short of incredible in terms of goals and assists. I'm willing to bet that there's not one defender who's enjoyed playing against him this year. Please show your appreciation and celebration for the one and only Andy Gray. That brings us to a player who's had some absolutely great moments and goals, and a fantastic season. Has been an absolute pleasure to coach. Once again, please show your appreciation for Thomas Drummond. The next lad has been a favourite journey of ours. Again, to watch where he was to where he is now, the goals, and when we said back in here in December at Christmas, the real opportunity was to make memories, and I'm sure his celebration and the winning goal in Belgium will be amongst the top highlights of these memories. Can I have a big round of applause for Sonny Sanders? Again, unfortunately, next lad can't be here, but I actually had the pleasure of coaching him at a different team, and I was delighted to see him rock up in his first day with us. Brilliant lad, great player, credit to his family, Royce Buchan. A round of applause. The next up, the man, the myth, the legend, someone that every coach wants to be in the trenches with. So good it only needs one letter. Please celebrate T. We're getting through it. It's a World Cup open ceremony now. Next player is one who's absolutely bursting with ability and able to turn a game one of his wee moments of brilliance. Loads of goals, loads of assists. My big pal, Lachlan O'Donnell. Next up is another lad that I've known since he was a pup. He's certainly no a pup now. Great season, great to be back working with him and watching him terrorise opponents. Please show your appreciation for Lucas Campbell. Next player up is a lad who gives everyone his football, every session, every match day. An absolutely brilliant lad, fantastic season and an absolute pleasure to coach. Aidan Dugan. The next lad we're going to celebrate is Some Boy. Great player, great season, quite like his partner training, another credit to his parents. Please show your appreciation for Declan Grassley. Almost there. We've worked, obviously, our way through the squad numbers. Our number 20 is on holiday, and we'll make sure everybody that's missed out tonight will do something to mark it. But if we can please have a round of applause for Cody Skate. Now, the last lad up here deserves so much recognition and credit for the work he's put in this season. If you remember, we promised you, give us a year, you'll be a better player, you'll be fitter, and you'll enjoy your football more. And I'm sure this lad epitomises that promise. He's a credit to us, his family, and himself. If you can please show your appreciation for Leighton McNulty. We've actually got a number 22 in the squad. Sunday it's going to come up and receive an award for all his support and all the joy he brings us, and that is for Jack Glassford. Thanks so much for that, Andy. You will get on to the prize presentations. I'm actually sorry to say we need to start with an apology. We've misled you a bit deliberately. There is a surprise award tonight, a unique award that hasn't been discussed or disclosed. Alongside all of tonight's celebrations, we have a very special award to present this evening. An award that recognises dedication, selflessness, community spirit, and a passion for helping others. Tonight we're going to honour the memory of a truly special man, and that man is Graham Leggett. Graham dedicated so much of his life to helping others. For 23 years he gave his time, energy and heart to Sunny Govan Community Radio, where he became far more than a volunteer. He was the life and soul of the radio station. Even while battling end-of-life kidney care, Graham's commitment to his community never faded. His strength, kindness and determination inspired and continues to inspire everyone around him. Graham also had a huge passion for this set up for Blantyre Soccer Academy. He loved hearing about the games, the success stories, the following the progress at the club, how it built up, and seeing young people grow in confidence in their ability and their character all through football. That spirit of giving back, encouraging others and volunteering without expecting anything in return is exactly what this award represents. Tonight's recipients share that same passion and dedication. We're going to celebrate 2 young volunteers who give their time selflessly to support the club, the staff, the coaches, and most importantly, the young footballers. They continue with coaching sessions, support the running of the club, and continue building their own confidence by stepping up and leading sessions themselves. Their commitment reflects the values that Graham believed in: community, encouragement, resilience, and helping others succeed. So tonight, as we remember Graham and the incredible legacy that he leaves behind, we also celebrate 2 young people who are carrying that same volunteering spirit forward. I would like to invite Graham's sisters, Heather and Hazel, forward to present the award.
Myself and the family. So we'll go ahead and we'll start presenting the awards. So can I have a drum roll please for the first award? The first award goes to Cameron McCaskill. Staff and coaches, and we do appreciate everything that you do. Okay, so we'll have another drum roll. This gives us great pleasure to present this award to Callum Law. In his footsteps.
Thank you so much for that, and going forward we aim to commemorate Graham presenting the award to people who represent what he stood for. And if you can indulge me, can we please be upstanding and can we have a round of applause for Graham Leggett, please. Thank you so much. Honestly, different class. Absolutely different class. Now then, the next award is for the player that we believe is the most improved player over the last 12 months. Not an easy task, given some of the journeys the boys have been on. For us, it was really tight. Some very honourable mentions for Callum Law and for Sonny Sandu in this one for us. However, the winner of the most improved player for the BSA Gold 2011's is Callum Stewart. The next award is never open to opinion, and it's not up for debate. It's actually based on facts. Tonight, the winner of the BSA Gold's Top Scorer Award is Andy Gray. Again, there's a few honourable mentions in there with Cammy McCaskill, Cammy Yard, Laughlin, all bags of goals this season. And this takes us to the Parents Player of the Year, as voted by the parents. Before we get into that, I need a wee favour for all the boys at the team table. If I can have you on your feet, please. And please give every parent and supporter in here a round of applause. Thanks, boys. Appreciate it. All those miles travelled to and from training, all the time standing at the side of the pitch when it's pissing down sideways, all those times when we need to listen to moaning about you've not played well, all the moans at the early kick-offs, and yet your parents have been there all the way through it. Please also know that Billy and myself appreciate every single parent in this room. So, award time. The winner of the BSA Gold's Parents Player of the Year is Cammy Yard. And before we move on from recognising the parents' part in all of this, Billy and myself would like us all to appreciate and acknowledge Paul and Diane and the whole Yard family for the time, energy, the miles, the cost, to be with us every week. It is not unnoticed and it's greatly appreciated. The Yards have definitely done the hard yards this season. They've probably skidded more miles this season than most of us have travelled. So if you could please show your appreciation for the Yard family. Only 2 walks to go. The next award is the Players Player of the Year, and I always think there's a bit of magic in that it's voted on and decided by the people that you cross that white line with. While there was a small spread of vote, the winner was clear and obvious by some distance. We are delighted to announce the winner of the Players Player of the Year is Jacob Hill. Now we're on the last award of the evening, and then we can go on, as I say, with what we do best, and that is party. We only have the coaches' player of the award to go. 2 votes, me and Billy. Sounds straightforward, yeah? Well, it actually was. It took seconds, and we're both in agreement instantly. The winner of the coaches' player of the year is a drum roll on the tables. The winner of the coaches' player of the year is Jacob Hill. Only a couple of thank yous left. We'd like to know, can we also please have a round of applause for Steph McCaskill for all our work at the Raymond Gormley Festival, please. We've also got a huge round of applause for Nicola Glassford for everything she does. I will almost save the best to last, for the best first aider and emotional support worker, a massive round of applause for Heather Law. Only one person left behind. Let me assure you that all the work that went into this season to fighting relief, to making Belly legend happen and make it the success it was is the work of one man. It has been an absolute pleasure to be your wing man this season. Can we please give it up for Billy Law? That's us, and I know you would be a wee bit disappointed if I didn't leave you with at least one 1K motivational message. So I would hate to disappoint you. It's short and sweet. I hope we kept our promise that this year would be filled with memories and magic moments for all of you. And I've got a wee saying, we is always stronger than me. We is always stronger than me. And I hope the last 12 months proves that. I hope we, this whole group, these lads, this group of parents and supporters can see that we're only just getting started. Can we have one last round of applause for all you boys over?
Guys, just to echo Gordon's words, and obviously massive support for the clubs this year has been great. Belgium was great. As you said, all the hard work went into it, all the hard work into the season. We had ups and downs and other stuff at the end of the season. Hopefully it flattened out towards the end. But again, you thank me, bit of this guy. Yeah. Just one last thank you is to the club. You know, the facilities we've got here, the facilities we're moving into beginning of the season, the pitch next door, the training facilities we have this year, you know, that's all down to the club, and I know Linda's probably listed for the bar, right? But again, that goes to the committee and Linda. So again, give a wee round of applause for Linda.